Hello. Hello guys. Today I'm going to be teaching you all how to make these candy cups. And this is my first one that I made. I made this one at my friend's house. And that one is pretty recent. Same with that one. That's my Beetlejuice one. I got a request to ask, how to make them. And yeah, so now here I am gonna make one. Yeah, and I will add the person in the description who I learned how to make these from. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna show you how to make these and yeah. So first you're gonna need your candy beads, obviously. Um and then you're gonna need some string. I have a different string than what people would normally use, but that's fine. It still works pretty nice. It just won't be as tight. Unless you can figure out a way how to do it better. But yeah. So you got your string, and don't mind my other phone recording, so I know what's a voiceover to do. And then you need some scissors, and then also you can get a box so that you can hold your string onto, in case you don't want any of your beads to fall off or anything like that. Yep, that's the box that I'm going to be using. And yeah, so now we just have to, get our colors. So that, I'm going to do a 4-layer probably because those are less beads and easier to make. 6 layers are usually if people are making rainbow or just, want 6 layers. I'll try to show how to do both types. Or, yeah, I'm going to do 4 layers probably, but I'll explain how to do 6 layers. Now we just got to pick our colors. I'm going to do pink and yellow. Because I think they'd be pretty cute and looking like pink lemonade colors. And yeah. So I just used a spoon because I am dramatic. Yeah. I'm about to speed up the rest of the process because I took forever to get these. But yeah. And yeah. My friend just texted me, so one second. Okay, so sorry. Just got my beads and now I'm gonna show you the colors that I picked out and in groups. I ended up picking probably like 6 different colors, the same color, and yeah, I also took forever while doing this. So, um, I don't remember what I was saying during this. I was saying something. Um, but yeah, you guys can pick whatever you want to do, how many ever layers you want to do. And yeah, so I just had lunch. That was very good. But these are all my colors. I'm gonna be using. We have 6. See, not different, but yeah. We're gonna get my string. You have to get a lot of string. Like it has to be really, 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 really long. Like really, just I don't know how long. Just make it really big and long. Yeah. So now we got the string, and I'm just gonna move my beads aside so that we can do this more easy. And yeah. Okay. So after this, I'm going to show you how to put each bead on the string correctly, and you gotta follow it exactly or else it won't work, and we want it to work. So I actually already have the bracelet done right now. I'm just voicing this over. But yeah. Now that all the beads are out of the way, we are going to start making the bracelet. So first you get your string. I probably should use black string so you can see it a little easier, but it's okay. So you got both of the strings, like you do it like that. And then you put a bead on each side. You can't put it on the same one of the same strings at the same time. You gotta do it on each different side. It's very important because I didn't know I had to do that, and it kind of messed it up for me. I don't know about you guys, but you can try it if you want. It probably would work if you just made it go the right way, but it didn't work for me. I don't know how. Like that. And then you put the 2 strings together, like get your fingers and put them right next to each other. And why am I showing that? Whatever. But I'm gonna make it 4 layers like that one. And you just put them together like that with your fingers. Make sure they're staying in the same spot. And you put one bead like in them. Yeah, like that. And then you make sure it's really tight. Because if you don't make it tight, then it won't look very good. And then you just keep doing that. I do it 4 times to make 4 layers, but normally people do that 6 times to make it 6 layers. You can do whatever you want to do. If you hear like candy beads moving, it's because I'm playing with the bracelet that I'm literally making right now. But yeah. Yeah, then you just keep doing the same thing, that same pattern for as long as you want it to be. Like that would be a 3 layer because there's only 3 beads. But if you want it to be a 4 layer, like how I'm going to do, you can do that. Or if you want it to be a 6 layer, then just do that. It'll be beautiful anyway. You want to make it. All right. So, oh, that's pretty easy to fix if it does that. You just move the beads around. Now I'm going to put on the next bead. Just going to do this nice little yellow one. And yeah, that's just how you start it. Now, if you want to make it bigger, like how they would normally look, you got to go up and down from each side, and I'm about to show you how to do that. It's actually really easy and pretty quick. Just make sure it's very tight, like that. Yet again, the string I was using isn't the string that people would normally use, but it's okay. I don't really have the other type of string, so now I'm just gonna put the string in the box so that like it'll help not fall off. And then I'm just gonna make sure it's very tight because you want to make sure it's very, very tight when you're doing it. Okay, so you want to grab your next beads and then you're gonna put it on one side of the string, that left side or right side, whichever side you're starting on first. But whatever makes it easier. We're gonna do both sides anyways. So you just do that. And then you want to put it through the bead that's sticking out. Like the one I'm pointing to, that pink bead. Not the one that's in, not the yellow one, because that one is just one. Pick the one that's sticking out so that it'll stay in better. Like that. And then you grab one more to complete that part of the layer. I just gotta, yep. And then we're gonna stick that in the other pink because that's the next one that's sticking out. I'll show you when I do it. Yep, you do it right through that pink one. And then, yeah. And then when you're going up, it's the same thing. But you're doing the ones that are going up. You're not going through the pink one again. You're going through the yellow one and then that top pink one. Because those are the ones that are now sticking out. You get that one? And then I'm going to put it through that yellow glittery one because that's the next one that's sticking out. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm a bit sick, but that's okay. And yeah, then just make sure it's tight. And then you just grab your next bead and you put it through that top pink one because that's the next one sticking out. Like I said, it's really easy. It's just the part that might be confusing is when you're done with the bracelet, just tying it. But yeah. And that's all you do. You just got to keep doing that up and down until you get something like that. And you can see that I don't remember where I started on this bracelet, but there's 2 of them. There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You can tell where I moved the bead into the one that was sticking out. It's kind of hard to explain like that, but we're just going to keep doing it like this. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like. And then you just got to keep making the bracelet. I'm going to speed it up when I do, but yeah. I was also just watching a video too at the same time, but it's really fun to make, and it does take quite a while, but also it's really easy. And it does take a while, but it also doesn't take too long at the same time. All right. So I ran out of space on that side, so I'm going to show you how to do it on the other side. So I'm going to take my box and I'm going to move it to the other side so the string can go in it so that it'll be easier. Okay. So on the other side, it's the same exact thing. It's just on a different side. I'm still going to show you guys just in case if anybody does want to see it, you can just skip through this part if you already know what I mean. But yeah. I'm also just making sure it's very tight because you want this to be tight so that it doesn't look loose. Mine did end up looking loose, but that's just because of the string that I have. But yeah. So doing this part is just the same exact thing as the other side. You're just flipping it, you know? So you just put your one bead on that side, and then you just put it through the one that's sticking out. Just easy as that. They do look pretty hard to make, but once you know how to make them, they're actually really easy to make. Like these type of bracelets, and yeah. This is gonna be my 5th one I made. And yeah, and then you can just keep doing that and doing that. I also do recommend making the rainbow ones. It's the same thing as this, but when you're doing it, you got to make sure you go in rainbow order so that it's, all nice and good. And it ends up looking really cool. But yeah. Then we're just going right back up. Same way as before. And it's really easy. So I'm about to speed it up again because you guys shouldn't have to watch me do the full thing. That would take a while. The original video was like 42 minutes, so I had to do a bunch of editing. All right. Looks like I finished the other side. And also, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it fits. And it does end up fitting. Spoiler alert. But also, I'm going to tell you guys how you can add more string onto it if it doesn't fit on you. So you just grab the 2 strings and then you put it around your wrist without tying it, just to make sure that when you do tie it, it'll be all nice and good. Yep, perfect. So I'm gonna tell you guys how to add more string to it, just in case in case you need to add more beads, in case it's not big enough for you. I ended up having to do this on both sides because I couldn't get the right beads in. Like the beads were falling out and all that, so I had to add more off camera. Okay, so I'm going to quickly put the string on the box so that the other side doesn't fall out. And yeah, so you grab your other string like this, and then you tie it, but don't tighten it or else it won't work. Just keep it in its place as good as you can. It's actually pretty hard, but also not too hard if you know how to. And then you'd have to tie it a second time, and that's when you can tighten it because it'll actually work then. And then just keep tying it as much as you want till you feel comfortable it's going to stay there or just not fall apart. like that. And then you just have to cut all that excess string off, the extra ones that you had to use to tie. Just like that. So the way I was going to do this was different, but then I kept trying to break, so that's what I had. So I had to put more on the other side off camera, but yeah. I had messed it up a bit, so I had to fix that. It was too confusing. But now that we did that, so you gotta put it together. It's like a puzzle. It's like you're putting puzzle pieces together. And you align it up so that I can help you see. And then you put it through the one that's sticking out, but you keep going on each side. So the yellow on the left, or that color that you have on the left. And then I had a yellow on the right. So it's like swerving, like a squiggly line, but only with the ones that are sticking out. And then make sure that other string is on a different outside bead. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like how that bead is the opposite of the one next to it. And you got to make sure when you're making it, on both sides, one of the strings is on the bottom and one of the strings is on the top, so that you can swerve it up so that then they're both on the top after. That's why I left it like that. As far as that was a bit confusing, but yeah. And then just tie it until you're comfortable. See how they're on different beads? It makes it easier to tie them together. They're different beads. That's why you have to do one from the bottom, one from the top. And then just tie it as much as you want. And also, if you do see the candy animals on my bracelet rack, I don't know how to make them. Somebody else made a candy animal for me, and I put them on a bracelet. So, because I thought it'd be fun, and I have 4 of them. But yeah, that's just me tying it. And I was just checking if that was a good enough tie, and it is. So then you just cut off your excess pieces, and bam. And that's pretty much just it. That's just the full thing. And this is just a 4-layer. You can do as many layers on yours as you want, but mine just has 4, like, rows. The 6th row looks a lot cooler, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helped somebody. I'm gonna put the person in the the title that I learned how to make these from. And yeah, sorry, I've lost my words. That little thing was from a bracelet, I think. But yeah, it's pretty easy to make, and I hope that you all enjoyed this. To the 5 people that are watching this, and I hope this helps for also that person who requested it. And yeah, tell me if you guys want me to make more things like this, because it was really fun to do. And just tell me if you want any more other tutorials, because I know how to do some other things too. Like I can make those star gloves or just the star itself. I can make these little, I don't know what to call those actually. And I can try to learn how to make the candy animals. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped out. And I hope you guys all have a good day or night. And yeah, bye.